Join me as I dig deep into the hidden corners of World War II history and see if I can uncover the secrets we've been missing all along. World War II was a pivotal moment in modern history, but despite its significance, there are still many aspects of the war that remain shrouded in mystery. As we look back on the war that shaped the world we live in today, it's essential to explore not just the well-trodden paths of history, but also the hidden corners that have been overlooked or intentionally concealed. The truth is, there's still so much we don't know about World War II, and it's time to shine a light on these secrets. One common misconception is that we know all there is to know about the major players and events of the war. We think we have a solid grasp on the likes of Hitler, Churchill, and Roosevelt, but the reality is that there are many nuances and complexities to their stories that have been lost to time. For instance, did you know that Winston Churchill had a secret plan to destroy the French fleet in 1940, a plan that, if successful, could have altered the course of the war? Or that there were talks between the Allies and Germany, even as late as 1944, about the possibility of a separate peace? The roles of women during World War II are another often overlooked aspect of history. We tend to think of women as primarily being involved in support roles, like nursing or secretarial work, but the truth is that women played a much more significant part in the war effort. From codebreakers to fighter pilots, women were instrumental in turning the tide of the war. Take, for example, the story of Noor Inayat Khan, an Indian-British spy who worked with the French resistance and was eventually captured and executed by the Nazis. The war in the Pacific is another area where there's still much to be uncovered. The battles between the United States and Japan are well documented, but what about the experiences of the indigenous peoples of the Pacific Islands? How did they fare during the war, and what were their interactions like with the soldiers who fought on their soil? The story of the island of Iwo Jima, for example, is one of brutal fighting and immense sacrifice, but it's also a story of the complexities of war and the impact it has on civilians. One of the most shocking insights I've uncovered is the extent to which the Allies worked with organized crime figures during the war. Yes, you heard that right, organized crime. In Italy, for example, the Allies formed an alliance with the Mafia to help them gain control of the country. This relationship had far-reaching consequences, not just for Italy, but for the world at large. In conclusion, the history of World War II is far more complex and multifaceted than what we typically learn in school. There are still many secrets to uncover, and by exploring these hidden corners of history, we gain a deeper understanding of the world we live in today. So, what do you think? Are there any other hidden histories you'd like to explore? Share your thoughts.